Thank you, Joseph. The battle for supremacy has continued to rock the ship of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. This is as the party's National Working Committee, with 11 members, rejected acting chairman Iliya Damagun's decision to reinstate embattled National Secretary Samuel Anyanwu. The dissenting members argued that Damagun lacks the authority to unilaterally make such decisions, citing the party's constitution. They also dispute the postponement of the June 30th National Executive Committee meeting, insisting that the next scheduled gathering remains binding. Meanwhile, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, have taken a swipe at the opposition People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party over their inability to resolve the party's internal crisis. Wike, during the commissioning of the newly constructed interchange bridges of the Arterial Road N20 over Outer Northern Expressway in Abuja, blasted the leadership of the PDP over its recent meeting with the Independent National Electoral Commission, where they were tasked to obey the judgment of the Supreme Court bordering on the position of the party's national secretary.
Ignorance, that you are ignorant of the law. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. I feel so bad when people can now move to INEC for INEC to direct them to the Supreme Court judgment. It's most unfortunate. A political party would now go and ask from INEC, what do we do? INEC would now direct you and the Supreme Court judgment. You see, when you shoot yourself, you say somebody that shot you. Continue to shoot yourself. I will not be my job to shoot myself.
So it's not only PDP that is in disarray. Even the Labour Party is cracked. And people who are strong members of the Labour Party are angling to run Nigeria when they cannot put a small political party like that in order. So I want to join the president to see a vibrant opposition. Senator Enanthomhen just decamped this afternoon from the Labour Party and moved from the left-hand side in the Senate to the right-hand side. So that took my time, our minister. I had to do that ritual. I'm not tired. I'm happy to receive them because our doors are open in the All Progressives Congress. So congratulations to Enanthomhen, who has decided to leave the fractured Labour Party to join the APC.
For this conversation, I'm joined by PDP stalwart Andrew Enanthomhen. Thank you very much for giving us your time. I mean, in one day, we have two separate statements from the same party. We know that the PDP is already conflicted, but talk to us about these, what some persons have described as a clear evidence that something is intrinsically wrong with the PDP.
Thank you so much for having me. I've tried to avoid interviews, tried to shy away from various media houses, but I just felt it necessary to just do this tonight for the sake of clarity. You know, it is no doubt that PDP has some little challenges, you know, not quite long, but it's been put to rest. That's the truth of the matter. When the party secretariat today, where the leadership of the party met, you know, the major stakeholders of the party, all the various organs of the party members were fully present. We have the minority leader from the Senate was there. The minority leader from the House of Rep was there. We have the secretary of the BOT was there. We have major NWC members were all available today in the party. And unanimously took that decision for the interests of the party. The decision was not just taken, this is the law, and they stood by the law, by what the law says. In fact, they've met with INEC, and INEC have told them that, look, if you do anything outside what the law says, INEC is an institution built and binded by law. If you do anything outside what the institution says, what the law says, of course, the party will be in total comatose, and we don't want to destroy this party. And for the sake of peace, for unity and peace of the party, we just have to support what the Supreme Court said, which is Anyanwu being the authentic national secretary of the People's Democratic Party. This is just the situation of ground, and this is
okay. I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused. Which of the statements are you backing here? Is it the one that came later this evening, or the one by the acting national chairman, Damagun? Which of the statement is in fact from the National Executive Committee?
The acting national chairman is the head of the party.
So how do you explain a statement later from NEC that is saying that no individual, group or party, including the NWC, has the authority to cancel or vary decisions that are reached by the NEC?
NEC have never reached any decision. The last meeting that was held in the 99th meeting, it was described as mock NEC meeting. There has not been an official communication of a NEC meeting to the INEC, which the INEC have clearly stated that the people that can communicate an official meeting to us is Damagun and Anyanwu. And for the sake of peace, for peace to reign in the party, Anyanwu have to continue his activity as the national secretary of the party so that he can communicate officially to INEC.
So is this a consensus now? Because I mean, I guess you understand where I'm coming from, and a lot of Nigerians who follows the news today, you get where the confusion is coming from. So is the first statement from the acting chairman was that the meeting for the 30th has now been converted to a caucus meeting? Then you have another statement.
You need to give INEC 21 days. You need to give INEC 21 days ultimatum before you can convey a NEC meeting.
But the issue here, correct? I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but the issue here, for clarity's sake, is INEC says that you don't seem to have a national secretary to sign the communication to them, right?
Absolutely. You should go back and put your house in order, obeying the Supreme Court judgment. And what is the Supreme Court judgment? That Anyanwu is the national secretary of our party. So the national chairman and all the stakeholders of the party, for the interest of this party, let's do what is right. We can't keep on deceiving ourselves and be living hypocritical and be pretending. We are pretending. Let's not pretend over this matter. That is what the problem is. I am a senior stakeholder of this party, and I understand what is playing out. Pretense in the highest what is playing out right now. Let's put hypocritical activities aside and put the interest of this party first. If we truly love this party, can't we just support this President NWC and let them finish their tenure? And the Supreme Court have clearly stated that Anyanwu is the secretary of the party, and you all know that.
Andrew, you seem to be, even from someone who is sitting on the sidelines, it is not as clear-cut as you're trying to present it to be. This matter is as intricate as anybody could make of it. Nobody wants to shift ground. Let us even get one thing clear from this conversation today. Will you be having your caucus meeting, extended caucus meeting on the 30th, or you will be having a NEC meeting? Which is it going to be?
The chairman is the leader of the party, and the chairman have made it clear that we need to have a expanded caucus meeting where we can put our heads together, reconcile all our grief fashion, then officially communicate to INEC through the legal authority, which is the secretary and the national chairman, writing to INEC with the agreement of every other members. You cannot do you cannot do this thing single-handed or isolatically.
So you're saying on national television that there is a consensus within the PDP with this decision. There is no division. So that Nigerians should disregard the subsequent statement.
There is absolutely no division. Every other statement you see purportedly being circulated is still going to be reconciled. As far as the party is concerned right now, the party is standing on the side of legality, which is where, if you see the caliber of people that came out today to stand on the side of legality, they have the representative of the Governors Forum, which is the chairman of the Governors Forum. We have the secretary of the BOT, which is the key representing the whole of BOT. You have the minority leader from the Senate, which represented the whole PDP in the Senate. You have the minority leader from the House of Rep, which represented the whole PDP in the House of Rep. Now you have the major stakeholder in the NWC. Now what else do you people want? What else does Nigerians want? What else does PDP
No, this is not about Andrew. I think maybe this is not really about Nigerians generally. This is a party matter, an internal affair. Absolutely. We can only be spectators to what is happening. If you don't put your house in order, it is the party that loses at the end of the day. So talk to us about these comments. Already, swipes are being taken at your party. So sorry to interject. Let me just put this so you can respond. The FCT minister has taken a swipe at your party, same as the Senate President. Do you expect that in the coming days we will get some real consensus from the PDP and perhaps talk about other things other than your internal politics?
As it stands right now, the party house is already in order. Anya have resumed as the secretary of the party. Activities have commenced. Activities have always commenced before. Now, just that all these ring marori are just the normal rhetorics that happens within the party. Everybody is tired of this fight. We just want to move forward. We just want peace. We have elections to win. We have Ekiti beside us. We have Osun coming. We look at FCT. We don't even know where we are. Can everybody just put their sword and ensure that we support this administration to finish successfully? Well, that is what we're saying right now. You understand? This fight is not necessary. It was never even necessary in the first place. It was never necessary.
All right, Andrew. I'm sure a lot more Nigerians want the PDP to succeed if we are to have a vibrant space for viable elections. Thank you very much for speaking with us. We appreciate your time.
Yeah.